Hi, you're face to face with Shell. I hope you're doing alright out there. I know a lot of you are able to get out and about now, which is fantastic, and I hope that really continues. It has been a strange lockdown time, and by doing my travel stories, adventures, by telling you them, I hope it really has kept you entertained during the lockdown period. And if you've been self-isolating for whatever reason, if it was to do with your burn injuries or to do with COVID or a mixture of the two, I really hope that by telling you these stories that they have helped you and they have kept you entertained. I hope that it's also showed you that there is a life to be had after a traumatic event, after being burned. I hope it's really showed you that there is life after burns and you can have a fulfilling life again. You might not think it at the start. If you are at the start of your burn journey, you might think, there is just no way I'm going to be able to do anything like what I have done. When I was in the burns unit and going through all my treatments, which did take years, and that does actually, it kind of consumes your life, and you think things are never going to be back to normal again, but they do, and they do get back to normal. You can have a life again, yeah, albeit it's going to be a bit different, but it doesn't mean to say that it's not going to be good. And I hope I'm showing you as proof that, yeah, it can be done. And some days it was a struggle, can't lie, and you'll know that if you're going through that just now. But there are good days too, and there are better days ahead. I promise you. I'm proof of it, and I hope I'm showing you that. So once this COVID virus, whether it goes away, hopefully, that would be amazing, and we're able to travel again, if you're thinking, this is something I might want to do, I'm not saying you've got to do what I done, sell everything up and go away for 2.5 years, but if you maybe fancy it for a few months, really do your research and think about, okay, can I do it? I.e. in that, if you're not as far along your burn journey as I was when I first went travelling, you've got to think, okay, I'm going completely out of my comfort zone. Am I totally ready to come out of that zone and let loads of different people see me? Now, you might not know that until you do it. And I think with a lot of things, you don't know if you're ready until you try it. Just give it a go. You can always come back. There's no shame in that. And go out again when you're ready. And have a real think about what you have to take. I mean, as a burn survivor, you will have other things to think about that maybe other people don't. I mean, my main thing is my hand. So carrying a rucksack I'm not saying it because my hand is injured, it was difficult, but I don't have as much power in my right hand and my right arm as I do in my left. So you've got to kind of think, right, can I carry my rucksack? And that's a big thing. Really think about, what can I carry? Because you're going to have to carry this on your own. There's no one else there to do it for you. So when me and Chris first went out, we took far, far too much stuff. And one hotel got a really great suitcase of stuff that we had left. And we just took far, far too much. So I hope the staff really had a good rummage around and came away with some really nice stuff that day. Also, what you've got to think about as a burn survivor, your skin. You have to look after you, and you have to make sure that you're protecting your skin. Now, you know that, and But it's just, you've got to think about it, okay, um, I'll need really high factor sunscreen or sunblock if that's what you use, and loose clothing so you don't get overheated and your skin doesn't start to itch, and you get a bit irritated if you're a bit hot. And also when you're in colder climates, because we went from very, very hot, I think the hottest was 47 degrees and the coldest was minus 27, I think. So when it was cold, I layered up on things, and we only went out for about half an hour and then found shelter, to get a hot drink and warm up. When I get very hot, my skin goes very red, and when I get cold, parts of my skin goes blue. So I can tell when I'm overheating or getting too cold. My skin tells me. I've also spoken about Workaway, which again, as I've said, it's brilliant. It really is. You get to see other cultures, and you stay with people who are living in that area. But again, do your research. Make sure it's what you want. And if there's anything not clear about, you ask the hosts before you go there. Our first Workaway, it didn't work out that well. We were only there for 4 nights. More because the host, he was expecting too much. I mean, we were working sometimes to 8:45 at night, and that's been from 8 o'clock in the morning, because he didn't set out what times we had to be there, and we never quite knew what we were supposed to be doing. We had to fix the heating ourselves because there was no heating, and this was in a cold country in December, and it was just absolutely freezing. So we only lasted 4 days. So really do your research. I mean, that was our first Workaway, and we learned quickly what we should be doing. I mean, in saying that, we still had an experience, and we did have a few laughs. So not always lost. I mean, there's always something good to take from it. So as I said, really do your research if you fancy doing Workaway, and look at what they're asking of you, or if they haven't really specified what they want, make sure that you find out so that you're able to do it. Now, I do things differently because of my hands. I can manage most things, but as I said, I can do everything mostly, but I do it differently. And you have to make sure that what the host is expecting of you, you are able to do. Another thing that you might be slightly worried about, say if you're doing Workaway, and the one at the castle that I've spoke about, there was lots of different people coming and going. We were quite long term, so the changeover, there could be somebody coming and going on a week and a half basis. So there was always someone new coming, and I would just tell them what had happened to me, because this is just how I am. And I think, right, get it out there. Then they're not wondering, or they're not frightened to say something to me in case they offend or hurt me. So I just tell them what's happened, and it's out there. That's it, done and dusted. And then we can just get on with getting to know each other and having a great time. One of the first Workaways I told what had happened to me, we were out a walk, and he said to me, thank you so much for telling me. He said, because there was just no way I would ever have asked you what had happened. So I was really glad that I had told him especially, and everyone else. It was never an issue, but it's how I like dealing with it. I just like to tell people what's happened. So again, I really hope you have enjoyed listening to my backpacking adventures. They were awesome, and by telling you, it's brought up some amazing memories, and looking through the photographs, it's brilliant. It really, really is, and I'm hoping that we can get some travelling again soon, because we do miss it. Chris and I really love our adventures. Thank you so, so much for watching. It's so appreciated, and a massive thank you to my subscribers. And if you haven't already subscribed, it would be awesome if you could. And if you do, don't forget to hit that notification bell so that you don't miss any videos. It is just, I want to thank you again. I think it's amazing that you're watching, and again, I really hope that this has helped you through these weird times. Remember, I do have a website and it runs alongside this channel, so please head over there, where you'll find lots more Burn Survivor information, photographs, so you can have a little browse about there. And I'll leave a link in the description to this video so you can head over to the website and have a little look. Stay safe and stay strong, and we'll chat soon. Bye.